Yo, what is up guys? Welcome to the final episode of my Riding to the Border series in which we pack it all up and head back home.
Good morning, baby girl.
Today we're going to be talking about how well the CBR650R served me on this trip and whether it can handle the distance. We soon left Warnambool behind and settled into a good rhythm on some long, fast country roads. We came up behind some vehicles and used them to set our pace, but then the unexpected occurred. My dad and I were overtaken by a bunch of cruisers and a sports bike. Naturally, I had to join in on the fun. One of them actually overtook my dad on the left in his own lane. This is a massive no-no, especially when you're performing the maneuver on someone who is not part of your pack. Based off that interaction alone, I wouldn't ride with these guys, but I didn't find out about this until my dad told me at our next stop. So onwards we continued. These riders were setting a blazing pace and I was having too much fun to ease off the throttle. We barely came across any other cars and the environment was suited for the speed we were sitting at. A pack of bikes screaming through long, picturesque country roads with not another soul in sight. This was one of the more enjoyable experiences I've had on a motorcycle to date, and I don't see it happening again anytime soon, unfortunately. We eventually left them behind at an intersection and continued onwards towards a late breakfast.
That was insane. Hey mate.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Yeah, not bad.
That's good.
Day to be out and about.
Yeah, of course. Do you ride?
Yeah.
Oh, what do you ride?
Just a Suzuki Boulevard at the moment.
Oh, nice. Do you get to ride it much, or?
I haven't over the last 5 years because of
Oh no.
contusions, back surgery,
Oh jeez, yeah.
all the things in life we don't need.
Yeah. That's it. Well, I hope you get back on it soon.
I will be, mate.
That's good. Good to hear, man. Alright, we're gonna head off and grab some food, but lovely to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you too. Yeah. They sound good.
These?
Yeah, both of them sound good.
4 cylinders, huh? Love them.
Enjoy yourself.
See you, mate.
How cute was that? I love the little interactions that my motorcycle creates for me. It was finally time to eat. We took our sweet time here, musing over our brief stint as members of a bikie gang. Alright, we're gonna try an ashwagandha chai for the first time. I don't know what it is, just sounded kind of fancy, so I'll give it a go. Hey, thank you. Cheers. Thanks for that, mate. It's not bad. I wouldn't say it's mind-blowing. I think I still prefer a chai, but it's not bad. Glad I got to try that. And we just got our chicken focaccias. Yeah, what a setup, man. Not too bad. His dad taking his selfies. He needs a minimum of 10 photos at every destination we visit. But I can't talk, I need a video because I'm a silly YouTuber. There was a different vibe to this particular stop. I think it was due to multiple elements. The ride we had just experienced, the guy coming up to talk to us about our motorbikes, the beautiful weather, the understanding that it was our last stop before we made it back home to the reality of life, which isn't a bad thing. I'm someone who actually starts to miss it quite quickly. Eventually, we limped back to our bikes and tore off into the distance.
And we're back on the bike. What a great place to be. Today is such an easy day of riding. The easiest day out of them all. We wanted to get back home with plenty of time to spare because it is a Sunday and both my dad and I have work tomorrow, so it'd be nice to do all the life admin and just chill a bit. But wow, what a trip this has been. We're on day 3, we're heading home. What a success. I don't know why I didn't do this sooner, but I am so glad I've finally got around to it. As someone who is obsessed with motorcycles, this has been the perfect holiday for me. And I think this was like the perfect balance of riding and chilling. We hit the nail on the head on our very first attempt, which is great. You know, we took our breaks and we took plenty of time chilling, eating, relaxing. but we were still challenged by the rides that we had to do, especially day one. We went straight into the deep end with like 6 hours on the first day. Today we're just going to talk about the CBR650R and what an incredible bike it has been for this journey. So back at home, I've got the Ninja 400 too, and that is the bike that I daily. I used to take this out at least once a week, but the venue for my dancing changed and I no longer take this. I take the Ninja to that too. I mean, I will say I also do my weekend recreational rides on this too, but out in the twisties, the Ninja 400 is pretty fun too. So the 650R doesn't slot into my life as seamlessly as the Ninja 400 does, which is a shame, but this trip has made me fall in love with it all over again because it has finally been able to do what it's good at. There were plenty of reasons to bring the Ninja 400 over the 650R on this trip, and I was strongly considering it because it has slightly better mounting points for luggage. Now, I know that this was just a two-nighter and I didn't even bring enough to fill up my entire duffel bag, but it was a proof of concept for if I wanted to do longer trips. And I think the Ninja 400, because I've still got the original fender, which has some mounting points on it, I was strongly considering taking it. The Ninja 400 would also have been comfier on my back and my wrists because it's got a, oh god, what is that? Because it's got a more relaxed riding position, higher handlebars, more upright, less cramped in the knees. And mind you, this CBR650R in particular has had its clip-ons lowered. Lots of people asked me which clip-ons I've got. All I can say is I don't know. The previous owner did it. I will have a look around to see if there are any markings on it though. Point is, Ninja 400 would have been comfier, and I think I would have felt the difference because, you know, we're doing hundreds of kilometers of riding a day. And that's when even a slight bit of comfort becomes compounded with each kilometer you do, and you really start to feel the difference. The Ninja 400 would also have been much better on fuel. It's got a 13.4 litre tank, I believe it is, and I can get at least 350 Ks per tank comfortably. The CBR650R has a 15 point something litre tank, and I can only get about 250 Ks out of this before I feel uncomfortable and need to top it up again. I'm pretty sure that takes it quite strongly into the reserve portion of the tank. So yeah, fuel efficiency wise, no brainer, the Ninja 400 would have been way better at that. But there is something the Ninja 400 cannot do that this does so comfortably, and that is eat up the kilometers on these country roads with speed limits exceeding 100. I know the Ninja 400, when it gets to 100, 110, it's already kind of at its limit. Like, it has a 6th gear, so it can sit in a lower RPM range, but it doesn't have the juice. Oh man, but this thing, it does it with such ease. And not to mention, it sounds so damn good while doing so, and that's thanks entirely to this buttery smooth 4-cylinder engine. It's just got the power, the noise, it's got the fun factor that you need when you're tackling roads like these. Sure, if the roads we were doing were entirely tight technical twisties, then the Ninja 400 would have taken the edge, but that wasn't the case. Like, there were a few tight technical twisties along the Great Ocean Road, but the rest of it is all this kind of roads, open, desolate farmland, rolling hills, road that just stretches for kilometers. I can now confidently confirm that, yes, Honda did hit the mark in terms of creating a versatile sports tourer, and that's with these aftermarket lowered clip-ons. Surprisingly, it's not actually my back or my wrists that go first, it's my knees. The angle in my knees, especially if I'm riding with the ball of my feet on the foot pegs, that angle is quite acute, and my knees, man, they just yeah, they start to lock up, they get really sore, and I need to kind of kick them out like this while riding and hold them there for a bit. But I have the same issue with the Ninja 400, just to a marginally lesser extent. I know for sure, if I brought the Ninja 400 instead of the 650R, I would not be having as much fun as I am right now. I mean, it's obviously relative because it would still be extremely fun given that it's a motorcycle, but it just wouldn't be as fun as taking the 650R. I'm here without you, baby. And here we are, back on the mighty M1. After having done days of isolated country roads, the Great Ocean Road, the M1 just does not hit the spot. But this is what the CBR650R is good at. I put the baffle back into the exhaust in preparation for this trip because I figured, you know, I'm a whole lot more likely to get pulled over if I'm riding for 3 days straight all around Victoria than if I'm just going to work. Shit, that's nice. So yeah, I put the baffle back in, and you know, I started up the bike and it was still pretty loud with the baffle in. And yeah, oh boy, I was like, damn, I was riding around with a bike louder than this? Hoo-wee. The only reason I did take the baffle out was so that I could hear the pop of the quick shifter. And I will say it is a very, very pleasant sound as the rider of this motorcycle. But yeah, given how loud this thing is and the fact that cops here in Victoria are starting to crack down on motorcyclists, I think I'm just going to keep the baffle in when I get home.
And there you have it, guys, 1100 kilometers of riding spread across 3 days, and this beautiful journey with my dad has come to an end. This trip has been one of the coolest things I've ever done in my life, from riding my bike, exploring new roads and destinations, hanging out with my dad, enjoying good food and drink, to interacting with strangers. The spontaneity of this whole thing added to the experience too. I'm so keen to do many more of these and hopefully share them with many more of my mates. A massive thank you to my dad for accompanying me on this journey, and to you guys for staying tuned and supporting the channel. Hope you enjoyed the video. Remember to like, comment and subscribe if you haven't already. I will catch you on the next one.